Welcome to Pandi's Hair Candy and More. I am Pandi. If you enjoy uplifting, inspiring, motivational, and informative content, then you are in the right place. On this channel, I cover my love of hair, both my natural hair care journey, as well as my love for wigs. As a former licensed cosmetologist and former beauty salon owner, we share all types of information on hair, skincare, beauty, lifestyle, fashion, wellness, and more. So if you enjoy that type of content, then you are in for some good content. I want to thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe for more. And if you are catching the video during the live watch party premiere, shout out to you and friends with super channels. Thank you all so much for being here. Hey guys, I wanted to hop in and offer this side note just to provide more clarity. Because in my research of Miss Ophelia DeVore Mitchell, she was often referred to as Madam Ophelia DeVore Mitchell. And I also remember Madam C.J. Walker. So in my research and my love of history, I began to wonder why that was. So let me share what I found out. In the early 1900s, addressing women as madam was actually a sign of respect and a common form of address, particularly for married women or widowed women of high social standing. The title madam originated from the French word madame, which means milady. So I just wanted to share that to give a little bit more clarity and context. Now, without further ado, let's jump into this story, shall we? Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Pandi's Hair Candy and More. If this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome. If you are already chat family with me, welcome back. You all know I always get so excited when I see you all come back to the videos. I appreciate your support so much, and I thank you all for taking the time to come by and support the content. If you enjoyed this type of informative, uplifting, and empowering content, please feel free to check out my playlist titled Hidden Geniuses. This is where you can find all these short videos. And again, thank you all so much for watching. So in today's video, I am celebrating the Trailblazer, Miss Ophelia DeVore Mitchell. She was the pioneering Black model, publisher, and entrepreneur who paved the way for many, such as Diane Carroll, Cicely Tyson, Richard Roundtree, and so many more. And in this inspiring deep dive, I'm going to explore how Ophelia hid her identity, because although she was an African American woman, she was a very, very fair-skinned at a time when opportunities like this weren't readily available. In fact, they were quite scarce to blacks. So I hope you guys enjoyed the story. If you did not remember to do so on your way coming in, please don't forget to blow dry on the like button for me. It really helps with the way that my content is shared on the channel. It helps me to stay in the algorithm so that YouTube can continue to push me on to other viewers. So again, thank you for doing that. It is free 99. It doesn't cost you anything to show that little bit of support. Now, without further ado, as I said, welcome everyone. Today, I'm shining the spotlight on a true beauty and business pioneer, and that is none other than Ophelia DeVore Mitchell. Born in 1922, and of all places, y'all, Edgefield, South Carolina. If you know, you know. my roots are tied to South Carolina. Now, Ophelia was actually one of 10 children born to what was referred to back then a mixed heritage or mixed race family. As I stated earlier, she was a very fair complexioned woman. So back then, they would call it she could pass or she was passing. She was very passable. One might not know, unless they knew the family, that she was even black. But at the age of just 13 years old, she had set her sights on New York City. Knowing her dreams were bigger than the small town life that she was accustomed to. And by the age of 16, she was secretly enrolling at Vogue's modeling school, determined to prove that beauty and talent know no color. Now, in the early 1940s, like I said, modeling jobs for black women were scarce. Ophelia took every shampoo and hair care gig that she could find, laying the groundwork for something bigger. When Ebony magazine launched in 1945, it became her exclusive platform. But Ophelia didn't stop there. In 1946, alongside 4 friends, she co-founded the Grace Delmarco Agency, one of the very first modeling agencies in the nation dedicated to non-white talent. Imagine the courage it took to open doors that many didn't even know existed. Through that agency came in the first breakthroughs for Diane Carroll, Helen Williams, Cicely Tyson, to name a few. 2 years after that, Ophelia launched the Ophelia DeVore School of Self-Development and Modeling. This was an institution focused on grooming, not just modeling. But she wanted to make more leaders out of these students rather than just models. She had always had such a bigger, brighter vision for what she was going after. In this institution, she taught poise, confidence, etiquette, and real business skills. Her vision? To empower every woman to step into her power, regardless of her background. Ophelia's impact rippled across fashion, beauty, and media. She didn't just change an industry. She changed perceptions and opened pathways for countless black professionals in the field of modeling, television, and publishing. Now, here on Pandi's Hair, Candy, and More, I like to think that we celebrate that same spirit of self-love, self-care. Ophelia's story reminds us that true beauty shines brightest when it's backed by courage and purpose. Whatever barriers you may be faced with, whether big or small, we all have the power to redefine the rules. If you loved learning about Ophelia DeVore's trailblazing journey, please remember to give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs a burst of inspiration today. And don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you never miss a story of beauty, confidence, and empowerment. Until the next time, guys, keep shining your light inside and out. Also, remember to stay safe, stay encouraged, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.